It is fruit on every bough, sweet and bitter in one mouth. Complexity is not a flaw. I enter my orchard of mirrors. Each tree gives me another face. Joy grows beside jealousy, twin roots drinking from one dark cup. I try to cut one clean away. The whole grove cried through the drunk leaves of tenderness, bark of spite. Both are mine, both asked for light. I stop pretending I am simple. I am many in one bite. Then you walked in between the branches, eyes wide, hands open, lost in green. No little shortcut could save us, so we spoke by post, by listening. Complexity is not a flaw. It is fruit on every bough, sweet and bitter in one mouthful. Complexity is not a flaw. You touch the pear of my gladness and the thorn of my envy too. You did not run from the crowded weather. You said, let all of you come through. So we gathered what ripened honestly, not stripping branch, not bruising skin, taking only what two hands carried, leaving seeds for dawn again. Round and round the voices braid. Love is not a knife, not a blade. If I spare one mood by killing one night, split the root, I spoil the shade. Take with care, return with care. Wear my wildness if you dare. Complexity is not a flaw. It is fruit on every bough, sweet and bitter in one mouth. Complexity is not a Complexity, not a flaw. Fruit on every bough. We harvest, we hold, we leave some now. Complexity, not a flaw. Under the tongue of the storm, we stay, we stay. Don't run away, don't break the frame. Under the tongue of the storm, truth turns one. If you remain, if I remain, we open the door. Teeth full of thunder, mouth bright with sparks. I nearly made a weapon of my heart, but I hold it palms. Your sentence gathered in my ribs, cloud by cloud of pressure system. I felt my shoulders grow sharp, felt my blood choose between fleeing and striking. Repair piano under my feet, little bones clicking, clicking. I named the rage before it named me, and turned to face it with my whole mouth. Stay in the room, stay in the flame. If we can bear the weather, it may translate its name. Under the tongue of the storm, we stay, we stay. Don't run away, don't break the frame. Under the tongue of the storm, truth turns warm. If you remain, if I remain, we open the door. I watched the cruel words lose their teeth when I refused to throw mine back. The air was wild, yes, but it thinned, and something naked stepped from the crack. Not victory, no, not defeat. Just two raw voices learning heat. I said the wound not as a knife, but as a key to enter life. I am not leaving, I am not lunging, I am translating fire into a truer tongue. You heard me trembling, I heard you break. Between us a clean note, a brave apology waking. Under the tongue of the storm, we stay, we stay. Don't run away, don't break the frame. Under the tongue of the storm, truth turns warm. If you remain, if I remain, we open the door. Rain in the mouth now, clear and small. Your sorry leads my sorry, and the pressure falls. Under the tongue of the storm, a clear light forms. I am on my names, on my names. Hold me in layers, not one phase. I am on my names, on my names. Kiss every echo, leave none erased. Fold me tenderly. See me in pieces that agree. I am the new name gathering flame, keeping the old ones inside me. I open a door in my chest. Another me looks up soft-eyed. She says, be kind when you arrive. I walk room to room through my own skin. One name wore pearls of fear, one name laughed with a split lip grin, one slept with a fist near. I struck the wallpaper of each little ache. I do not tear the portraits down. My lovers as they stay in one shape. I answer, I am a choir, not a crown. When you touch me, you touch the braid, not the blade that cut me thin. If I change before your eyes, let the widening be let in. Oh, I am all my names, all my names. Hold me in layers, not one phase. I am all my names, all my names. Kiss every echo, leave none erased. Fold me, unfold me tenderly. You'll see me in pieces that agree. I am a new name gathering flame, keeping the old ones inside me. You try to anchor me with both warm hands. Oh, sweet love, I feel your care. But rivers do not fail for having strands. They shimmer more when split by air. So read me like rings inside a tree, not like a label pinned to cloth. I choose a name with room to breathe, a nest of every gone before. Call me by the first tear, call me by the last light, call me by the voice I grew overnight. I must vanish, I must kneel. I become more true and all of me is real. I am all my names, all my names. Hold me in layers, not one vase. I am all my names, all my names. Kiss every echo, leave none erased. Fold me, unfold me tenderly. See me in pieces that agree. I am the new name gathering flame, keeping the old ones inside me. I sign myself with many hands, a new name made of older strands. No door is closed, no room denied. I carry them all alive inside. In the dark, we do the Heartwork. In the dark, we do it slowly. Root by root, we mend the torn part. Heavy love, but growing holy. In the dark, we do the hard work. No, no, no more keeping score. In the dark, the roots grow more. I unbutton my pride, lay each splinter in my palm, name it, kiss it, turn it calm. I made a small room inside my chest, for the fault, for the bruise, for the unfinished mess. I say, yes, this was mine. Yes, I cut with the blind hand. Now I send the sharpness down. Stroke the grain, understand. Love is not a lightning thing. It is carried, it is made with the patient animal wing, with a tool, with a braid. I forgive the hand that trembled. I choose again, again. No, not for praise, not for witness, but to let the pulse remain. In the dark, we do the test your weather. You don't count my failures down. We lift the timber both together. Side by side, no judge, no scales. Only breath and small repair. When I weaken, you make rails. When you scatter, I am there. We become a working rhythm, uneven, true, alive. Not a spark that burns and leaves us, but a craft that helps us thrive. Dark is not the ending soil. Dark is where the tender toils. Dark is where the rootlets learn how to drink and how to turn up. We go on, we go on. In the dark, we do the hard work. In the dark, we do it slowly, root by root. We mend the torn part. Heavy love, but glowing, holy. Dark, we do the hard work. Oh, no more keeping score. In the dark, the roots grow more. In the dark, we choose again. We grow the vein. In the dark, root by root. Me and you. Quiet animal. I tell the truth when eyes are gone. Quiet animal. I follow love by scent alone. If you hold me, let my wildness rest, not run. Quiet animal. Instinct knows where I belong. When the room empties, my ribs unlock. Tiny sparks in the air. I do not hide from them. I am a small storm, folding my teeth away, protecting the tender fruit under my tongue. I yearn and retreat, I reach then unlearn. No blame in the turning, no shame in the pause. Love leaves a trace on the skin of the dark. I breathe it in slowly, then circle around. If I back away, it is no cruelty. If I come close, it is not defeat. I am reading the pause underneath the fear. I am letting the oldest wisdom appear. Quiet animal. I tell the truth when eyes are gone. Quiet animal. I follow love by scent alone. If you hold me, let my wildness rest, not run. Quiet animal. Instinct knows where I belong. Sometimes desire is a thread in my mouth, golden and stubborn, I bite then release. Sometimes your kindness opens a field in me, where all my sharp little creatures can sleep. Do not polish me smooth, do not ask for a mask. Let me arrive with my feathers unsettled and still be enough. Love is a trail I resist with my feet, then kiss with my breathing, then keep when it stays. Wild is not wrong. Wild when eyes are gone quiet animal. I follow love by synth alone. If you hold me, let my wildness rest, not run. Quiet animal, instinct knows where I belong. Quiet animal, wise in the dark. Quiet animal, soft in the heart. I can be tender, I can be strange. Instinct is wisdom when love makes space. Tender geometry, bend with me. Angle to angle, then set us free. Measure my pulse, then laugh at the line. We are a shape that changes in time, 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 time. I trace your shoulder in little degrees. Corners go soft when we breathe. You bring a ruler to our argument. I bring a grin and a wobbling consent. 1, 2, 3 beats split under my feet. Then your eyes undo the tidy repeat. Bass clarinet girls round the air. I say too close, you say stay there. But not like bars, not locked, not sealed. More like a door in a spinning field. If love is a diagram, let it be drawn by warm hands. If fear makes edges hard, we exhale, we unbrand. Tender geometry, bend with me. Angle to angle, then set us free. Measure my pulse, then laugh at the line. We are a shape that changes in time. Changes in time. We count the distance, then lose the count. A kiss arrives and the numbers drown out. Your temper taps in a 5-step spin. Mine trips sideways, then let's slide in. We make a compass from maybe and yes, spreading affection to lose unstress. No cage, no claim, no swallowing. Hold just room for your orbit to brush my soul. I fear dissolving inside your flame, becoming a blur with only your name. But hear me now in this one design. Keep your strange edges, I'll keep mine. And where we meet, let it shimmer, not bind. Then the geometry, bend with me. Angle to angle, then set us free. Measure my pulse, then laugh at the line. We are a shape that changes in time. you stay as you. You stay as you. Thread it through, thread it through. I stay alive by the tiny pull through. Thread it through, thread it through. Oh, every torn place asked for a bright blue. Thread it through, thread it through. Not alone, your hands can hold but not undo. Thread it through, thread it through. I make a seam and the seam makes me new. The needle of patience between my teeth, between my feet. First wound, betrayal. It's but like fruit too early, juice on the palm, shame in the silk. I pierce the edge, then the other edge. Small, small motion, so I would not fall apart in one gesture. Second wound, shame, it hid under the tongue. I pulled red thread through the silence until my mouth could open like a window. You reached toward me with careful fingers. Beautiful, beautiful offer, but do not sew me shut alone. Sit here, breathe here, pass me the thread. Thread it through, thread it through. I stay alive by the tiny pull through. Thread it through, thread it through. Oh, every torn place asks for a bright lure. Thread it through, thread it through. Not alone, your hands can hold but not undo. Thread it through, thread it through. I make a seam and the seam makes me new. Third wound, longing, it kept knocking from inside the ribs. Bright little animal, restless and wet. I stitched around it, not to cage it, no, no, to give it shape enough to sing. Fourth wound, the first step again, the terror beginning with tender skin. You say, take my strength, I say, share the rhythm. Walk the thread beside me, never instead of me. Break, pull, not breathe. Break, pull, not breathe. If the fabric trembles, let it tremble. If I cry, let the soul bless the joining. Brief relief, brief light. Then another stitch, another living. Thread it through, all voice. I stay alive by the tiny pull through. Thread it through, thread it through. Bright loop, blooming in the bruise. Thread it through, shared hands. Love can steady, never overrule. Thread it through. I wear the seam like a ribbon of truth. Blue inside the palm, blue inside the palm. I hold it till it warms. Blue inside the palm, blue inside the palm. You hear it without forms. Blue inside the palm, then it turns, then it runs. Blue inside the palm, and I open, and it's gone. I cup the little sorrow like rain that chose a hand. I study its small shiver, its cool and cobalt skin. Tea makes a small ceremony. Steam braids are on my face. I sit beside the evening and let the feeling take shape. Not as a blade, not as a thief, more like a bird with folded feet, perched on the line of my lifeline. Oh, drinking from me gently. I do not chase it out, I let it show its weight. I learn the blue by touch, I learn the blue by weight. You sit near, you do not mend me, you just breathe where I can hear. That is the kindest form of loving, staying clear. Blue inside the palm, blue inside the palm. I hold it till it warms. Blue inside the palm, blue inside the palm. You hear it without forms. Blue inside the palm, then it turns, then it runs. Blue inside the palm, and I open, and it's gone. We walk a little slower to match the inward tide. Silence becomes a linen we wear from side to side. No fixing hand, no hero words, just listening with animal nerves. You make a chapel of the quiet, and I can set things down there. See how the color lightens, see how the temperature leaves. What once was asking to stay now loosens from the sleeve. No drama, no breaking thunder, no grand goodbye to perform. Just one soft hand becoming open and weather changing form. Blue inside the palm, blue inside the palm. I hold it till it warms. Blue inside the palm, blue inside the palm. You hear it without forms. Blue inside the palm, then it turns, then it runs. Blue inside the palm, and I open, and it's gone. The cup is only a cup now. My hand is only my hand. The blue has joined the air, and that is how it ends. That is how it ends. Skin, remembering, skin, remembering. The sleeve in the doorway, the breath in the cup, your hand at the back of my neck. Ooh, skin, remembering, skin, remembering. A ask it to turn into blood slowly. Fork on the plate and my shoulders bloom. A coat on a hook says you're shaped too soon. I am startled by touch without touching. In the sink, a cup keeps the print of your mouth. In the hallway, wall makes a weather event. The lamp cord curls like a thought in the body, not in the head. No lower, warmer at the nape where you rested, a weathering palm. My bones repeat it again. My skin is brighter with age. Every object becomes a small animal. It runs to the nerve and bites light. I do not want mercy from memory, only digestion, only changing form. Skin remembering, skin remembering. The sleeve in the doorway, a breath in the cup, your hand at the back of my neck. Ooh, skin remembering, skin remembering. I don't ask it to leave, I ask it to turn into blood slowly. On the chair, your absence folds the fabric. In the mirror, air wears your distance. I lift the spoon and the metal is tender. It gives back winter from the fingertips. But I am learning the ache is a kitchen fire. It softens what it holds, makes nourishment from grief, makes me able to carry you. So stay, little sparks in the body, stay until you're changed from sting into fiber, from longing into grain. I was alive enough to be marked, alive enough to receive. Skin remembering, skin remembering. The sleeve in the doorway, the breath in the cup, your hand at the back of my neck. Ooh, skin remembering, skin remembering. I don't ask it to leave, I ask it to turn into blood slowly. Thank you, touch, for teaching the body. Thank you, ache, for proving the river. I keep what changed me. I keep what I felt.